Hi, I'm Jay, escobarj.com. And today's video is going to be how to be positive about your body. Now, this topic is a pretty sensitive one for most people because it talks about something that most people don't like to talk about, and that is their own body. Now, there are people out there who are very, very confident with their body, mainly because they've earned it. And when you earn it, you feel a lot better about your body. And to some degree, the first thing I want to say about this is to some degree, you really can't do anything about it. And I say that because no matter how much you get into shape, no matter what you do, no matter how much effort you put into your body, no matter how much effort you put into your nutrition, there's some level of genetics that go behind it where you can't change the shape of your body, so to speak, to a certain degree. Like, for example, if you're kind of a thicker person, bigger boned, you're probably not going to have the same type of body as a Ryan Reynolds, right? You know, that lean, super lean, long, chiseled type body. And on the contrary, somebody who's really, really thin and tiny, scrawny, isn't going to be, like The Rock, right? The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, is huge body, very, very chiseled, right? So that's what I mean is some degree, I mean, there are things in your control that you can do something with it, but to some degree, there's just nothing you can do about it. So for that reason, just accept what you have and be grateful that you don't have it worse. Number two, just get into shape. Do what's in your control and maximize your body to the best of your ability. See, when you control everything that's in your control, meaning you're maximizing everything that you can control on your body, like if you're working out every day, you're eating properly, and I'm going to get to that one next. But if you're working out every day, that's directly in your control, and that's directly something that you can do about your body. And when you start seeing the results of your daily exercise, I promise you will have a lot more positive feelings about your body. So do what you can, do what's in your best interest, and do what's directly in your control and maximize yourself in that control, meaning do it until you can't do it anymore, and then do it again the next day, right? And just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. It's a lifelong commitment, and the more results you get, the more addicted you become to seeing those types of results and feeling that certain way. The other thing is that when you exercise and you get in shape, you start feeling better about yourself. Endorphins start running through your body, which is also going to help your positivity about your body. Number three is eat properly. Okay. Feed your body the good nutrients that it needs to thrive. The thing is eating properly is one of the most underrated things that people don't do. And it's one of the most underrated things that will make you start feeling better. You'll feel a lot more positive about your body if you know exactly what you're putting into your body is good, clean, and is going to do your body a lot of good instead of harm. And you want to start making those positive choices to take care of it, because your body essentially is like a temple, and you got to treat it like one. You wouldn't go into like a temple and graffiti everywhere inside. You wouldn't graffiti the outside. You wouldn't, I don't know, drop a stink bomb in there, right? Or you wouldn't, you wouldn't drop, I don't know, Hawaiian punch in a temple, right? Red. There's just certain things you wouldn't do in a temple. So same thing with your body. Like, don't put any substances or any things in your body that are going to do it damage, like smoking, excessive drinking, drugs, right? And even food. Food is the most underrated thing that people put into their body that they just don't really look much into. You don't really know how much crap and garbage is in food until you look at the labels, until you look at the ingredients, right? That's really where you'll find a lot of trash and garbage in food, especially in like processed foods. And if you can't read the list of ingredients in there, it's probably not very good for you. So number 4 is keeping up with the Joneses. So this one is a little different because you got to stop caring what others think. Most people's insecurity comes from these high expectations of, oh, I got to look like this person or that person, right? And it's feeling judged by others who appear to have it better. So you're comparing yourself to those people who look like they have it better. And TV is horrible these days. I mean, TV is like the worst thing for people's mindset and positivity about their body, right? TV portrays all these celebrities with perfect skin, perfect bodies, amazing hair and nails and eyes, and right, and everything looks flawless, right? But when in reality, most of those are photoshopped. They have tons of makeup on to make them look perfect. They've got all these, what's the word I'm looking for? They've got all these bodily, a lot of people get surgery, right? Plastic surgery. They've got all these like additions made, if you want to call them that. There's a word for it. I just can't think of it right now. But if you were to see these celebrities in real life without any makeup or filters on, most of them look just like the rest of us. I mean, they have warts, they have freckles, they have bad skin, they've got wrinkles. I mean, they're just like, TV really just covers up a lot of that stuff. So it looks like these people are perfect when in reality, and so you compare yourself and you have these high expectations. Oh, if I got to look like that to be pretty. And you have these high expectations that are just unrealistic and absolutely ridiculous. So stop comparing yourself to people on TV or even people that you know. Like people do the same thing, like, oh, I don't look like her, so I'm not as good, right? Your body is your body, and do what you can to maximize it. And number 5, the last one, is declarations. And start controlling your self-talk. Okay, dedicate 5 to 10 minutes a day declaring what it is that you intend. Start saying things like, I intend to be in the best shape of my life. I choose to focus on the things I can control, like working out and eating healthy. I commit to being healthy and getting the best shape of my life. Right? Those are declarations. You're declaring something to the universe, to yourself, right? And start controlling your self-talk. Start saying things like that. Do not say affirmations like, I'm in shape, or, oh, I'm so sexy, or I have the best body in the world, or I'm in the best shape of my life, right? The reason why you want to stay away from affirmations like that is because the little voice inside your head is going to doubt you every step of the way if you're saying things like that. It's kind of like the little voice just says, if you say, I have the best body in the world, and you really don't believe it, or you really don't have that, the little voice inside your mind, inside your head goes, no, you don't. You know what I mean? So it immediately puts that doubt into your mind. Whereas if I say something like, I commit to being in the best shape of my life, the little voice inside my head says, okay, all right, cool. Well, let's do it. Right. It's more of like a teamwork, like, okay, yeah, all right, sounds good. Let's do it. You're not stating something you don't have. That's what the difference between a declaration and an affirmation is. An affirmation, you're stating something is already true or present or already here. A declaration is your intention to do something, or you intend to have something or attract something or to accomplish something. That's the difference. So that's why I am a big proponent of declarations and not affirmations. So those are my 5 tips for how to be more positive about your body. This is something a lot of people struggle with. And again, to some degree, there's just not a lot you can do about it. Even with the 5 tips that I gave you, you got to keep in mind, you're probably never going to look like this guy behind me, right? You're probably never going to look like super exactly the way you want. Like, obviously, you have people that you've pictured in your mind about what kind of body that they have, and you're like, I want that kind of body, right? And sometimes you can't get that no matter what you do. So there is a level to that. It's a very subtle level, but for the most part, the other tips that I gave you, eating properly, working out, having good nutrition, saying those declarations, and stop comparing yourself to others slash like keeping up with the Joneses. If you just start not doing a couple of those things and start doing a couple of those things, you're going to see massive improvements in your life. And when you start seeing those changes and those improvements, you become addicted to seeing those results, and you start feeling a lot better. You start feeling more confident. You start feeling a lot better about your body in general. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, hit the little subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss any time I release a video. If you'd like to get my help with this certain topic, if you're struggling, the quickest ways to get a hold of me is to book a coaching session on my website, escobarj.com. You can also shoot me an email there. And do me a favor, share this with any of your friends and family on any social media platform. That is my goal, and my purpose is to help as many people self-actualize as possible. My goal is to help millions and millions of people. And if that starts with helping them get in better shape and start feeling more positive about their own bodies, so be it. Other than that, hope you're always learning, always growing, and always pushing forward. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.